Good morning. It's just before 6 a.m. I woke up at 5 a.m. today. It's time to go to the gym. Okay, I'm done with my workout and now I'm gonna go get a protein shake. After you work out at my gym for like 100 sessions, then you get one free like lean body protein shake at the end of every session. So that's what I do. I get chocolate. So I actually took today off of work because it's my birthday leave. So I might actually just go to Starbucks now because I have errands to run today. Hello, good morning. It's a normal time now. It's like 10:51 and like I mentioned before, I took today off. It is a beautiful day. It's like 65 outside and like sunny and the sky is blue. It's one of those amazing days in Hong Kong. It's Wednesday and unfortunately I took today off, but I'm not gonna do anything like super duper fun. Not because I don't want to, but because currently, because we're in the fourth wave, everybody here is pretty much trying to social distance and only do things that are necessary. So today is just turning into a necessary day for me. So I went to the gym this morning. When I go to the gym in the morning, I think some people have stopped going to the gym during the fourth wave, but I go so early. I'm like one of the first clients in the gym, and my gym is only a personal training gym. So if you're just like casually working out, it's not like one of those membership gyms where you join and you just drop in and work out. You really only go when you have a one-on-one with a personal trainer, and the trainer wears a mask all the time, and during certain periods we also wear masks. The clients also wear masks while they train, and yeah, they're limited to, and the gym is multiple floors, so on each floor they limit how many trainers and clients can be on each floor at the same time. And so usually the floor I'm on maxes out, like the entire floor maxes out at 6 total people at any one time, especially at like 6:30 in the morning. 6:30 in the morning, usually it's like just me and my trainer, so I feel very like confident in that. And they do a really they make a really big deal out of cleaning all the equipment with antiseptic and like, you know, antibacterial stuff after every single client uses it. The cleaning team is like constantly there, and that's actually one of the things that like actually is so annoying, but it's a good thing. So they're constantly cleaning. So when I'm like pushing the prowler, sometimes they want to clean around. I'm like there's like a whole floor. I'm the only person here anyway. That's like a whole different talk show. So yeah, so today I'm going to run a bunch of errands that I just didn't run on the weekend and that, you know, just like need to get done. I am leaving Hong Kong in exactly 2 weeks. So there's just like a bunch of stuff I need to sort out. I'm in the middle of signing a lease at my next destination. So that's really exciting. It's incredible what you're able to do now, just like, and the speed and the efficiency at which things can happen. I know like I sound like such an old person where I'm like, oh my god, the internet is amazing, but it really has like made this entire transition possible. Like I don't think I would have been able to find an apartment, clear like the background check, like do all the references, like pay my deposit and stuff like that without like, one, the time difference has been actually so helpful, because when I'm done with work here, things are just starting up in the West. So that has been really easy. And just, you know, it's just been so easy. And I think, I mean, like, thank goodness, like something has like been going well in 2020. I'm hoping things turn around. Like every single thing, I don't know if you have this year, but every single, even like tiny thing that goes well, I'm like, this is it. This is the turning point. This is when things are to go back to normal. But I think we still have a ways to go before things even go back to normal-ish. So yeah, gonna go do laundry, which I do at a laundromat. Obviously, you guys, I mean, I think you guys probably know by now. I think I may have mentioned it in a previous video, but I have, since my lease ended on my apartment here, because I knew I was leaving Hong Kong very shortly, I moved into a hotel. So that's why I don't have like a kitchen or like a washing machine right now. I do all my dry cleaning and stuff through the hotel, which is like the easiest way and actually one of the least expensive ways to do it in Hong Kong. Back when I first moved here, I took my my dry cleaning to like a professional dry cleaner. And in New York, you get your dry cleaning done like every week, like all the time. You have a neighborhood dry cleaner, you go there, like shirts are like $1 or $2 to do, and a dress is like $8, $12 to do. But I'm never doing this again. The first time I ever dropped off my dry cleaning here in Hong Kong, they went through the whole process, they like checked all my stuff in, and then they gave me a bill, and I dropped off 8 dresses, just like not even like fancy dresses, but just like standard like dresses you wear to work, and that have to be dry cleaned. So in New York they would cost like $8 to $12, maybe $16 to dry clean if they were like pleated or something. But here I believe the price was $600 to dry clean 8 dresses, and I like negotiated like a discount because it was my first time getting my stuff dry cleaned at that place. But honestly, I was like, never again, literally never again. And to add insult to injury, that place, they wouldn't even deliver my stuff. They're like, yeah, we only deliver on Saturdays. I mean, if you're charging $600 to dry clean 8 pieces of clothing and you don't deliver more than just one day a week, like what is this business model? I don't understand. Anyway, rant over. Okay, I really like doing laundry myself, so I'm gonna go and do laundry at the local laundromat, which is actually, what's really interesting here is that there is a mass transit card, so like your subway card. It's called the Octopus card in Hong Kong, and with this Octopus card you can pay for like anything, and I pay for my laundry with my Octopus card. I also can pay at like 7-Eleven, I can pay at Starbucks, I can pay at the supermarket. The Octopus card is this like amazing like cashless system where you can just load it up with some money. It's a great way to budget, actually. Like if I find myself sometimes like overspending on like Diet Coke or something, or just like going a little crazy on snacks one week, what I'll do is I'll just like set myself a budget and put it on my Octopus card, which is actually I have on my Apple Watch and on my phone, so I don't even need like a separate card. And yeah, that's how I pay for stuff all around town. It's so convenient, and I really, really wish New York would adopt this. Although now with like the prevalence of just Apple Pay, which I also love and I use all the time, it's such an easy way for me to like keep track of exactly what I'm spending, and plus you get like a little bit of a rebate on everything. Okay, going to do laundry. Laundry. There's no one at the laundromat today, which is amazing, because usually on the weekends it's like full after 10 a.m. and you can't even get a machine. But this is so great, and it's pretty quiet outside. My clothes have 9 more minutes in the dryer, and then I'm gonna head back and pair some socks and fold some laundry, you know, super fun stuff. So while I was pairing my socks, which I'm not done with yet, which is the mess behind me, I got my Hong Kong tax bill for this year. So for anybody who doesn't know, if you are an American citizen and you live abroad, even if you make all your money in the foreign country you live in, you have to continue to pay American taxes. America is like one of only 2 countries or something in the world, that 2 or 3 countries in the world that does this to its citizens. So even if, like, say you were born to American parents in a different country and you lived your entire life in a different country and never ever set foot in the United States, you would still be liable to pay American taxes every single year for your entire life. So this is my first year experiencing that, and it fundamentally, I guess it's sort of just like it's paying your dues as an American, and this is just part of the deal. But what's really hard is that your first year out of the country, because you pay American taxes and you pay the income tax for whichever territory you're living in, you basically, for the first year, you are double taxed. And in the following year, you can sort of figure out the tax credits, because the US they won't force you to double pay the tax that you're paying at the place where you're living, if that makes sense. But I just got my Hong Kong tax bill, and I've already paid my American tax bill for 2019. And because I moved here at the beginning of the fiscal year in 2019, but now we're a year and a half in, I have to pay like basically 2 years of Hong Kong tax in January, plus I've already paid like my American tax. So what a way to end 2020. Just like, here's all my money, take it. I have been saving and putting money away for this moment, but also now obviously I'm like moving overseas again, and so that's also a huge expense. So this is just going to be a very expensive next couple of months that I'm about to have, and I thought I would just share that with you guys. I stopped folding my clean laundry in order to check my tax bill because I got an email that it came in, and glad I did. Motivated to figure out how to make more money now. So yeah, that's how my day is going. It's also like 1:50 and I haven't eaten anything today. I just had that like very small protein shake after my workout, so I think I'm gonna try to finish up my laundry now and then try to go find something to eat, either take out or just, you know, maybe go somewhere where there's like very little contact with other people. Yeah, that's the plan. Okay, back to laundry.
Nurses were having a hard time getting the IV in my, I guess, blood veins.
Okay, instead of going out for lunch, I just stayed in. I'm like being kind of weird with myself about going out, but I think it's probably for the best, for public health, etc., or for like my peace of mind. So I just had some of my roast chicken that I usually eat when I'm not eating out, and now I'm just gonna eat like a Greek yogurt because I didn't have one this morning, and I'll put that with my Ghost cereal milk. All of my other protein is in the office, and because we're not working in the office, I don't have access to my other protein, but the other proteins I like are from Alani Nu, which I think the one that I like from Alani Nu is the fruity cereal one, but I think I finished it, and I have a huge tub of peanut butter brownie protein from Alani Nu at the office, which unfortunately doesn't seem like I'll be able to get my hands on. I did make an appointment with our HR team to go into the office on Friday so I can like clean out my office because I'm leaving Hong Kong in a couple of weeks, so maybe I'll be able to get it then. In the meantime, I'm gonna eat this and maybe I'll go out for a coffee. You know, I love coffee. Okay, I'm also just watching YouTube while I eat my yogurt chicken lunch. Yogurt chicken lunch, it sounds so sad. just getting like an iced tea. I'm like such a sweaty mess because I carried these things all the way back in the supermarket, which is actually quite far away. So I thought I went to one of the best supermarkets in the neighborhood, which is called Great Hall. And it's in a lower level of Pacific Place, which is one of like the nicest malls in Hong Kong. It's in Admiralty. I go there all the time. It's also like a transportation hub. So there's an MTR subway station underneath it with like lots of different lines. And I go there like almost every day to like take the subway to work, because that's where the subway to my office goes from. Anyway, this is like such an amazing supermarket, and they have tons of international things. But what I love about it the most is that it has such an amazing fresh food section, especially fruit. And like the local supermarkets in Hong Kong have like decent fruit sections, but because almost everything in Hong Kong is imported, there are a lot of local growers. Like there's like a really famous local organic chicken farm, and there's some really amazing local makers. Like there's a great soy sauce maker and like chili crisp maker around in the new territories. But by and large, like produce has to be flown in. So I love going there and just like looking at the fruit. So I wanted to show you a haul, and this is not really relevant to like most people, but because I'm like in a hotel room for a few weeks before I leave Hong Kong and I don't have access to a kitchen, the things that I think about buying at a supermarket are so specific. Like I can't buy anything that requires even a microwave, especially now that our office is also closed because we're all working from home. So usually I could like buy vegetables that need to be steamed because we have steamers and microwaves in the office, but now I'm sort of just like confined to my room and like restaurants for takeout. So this is what I buy at the supermarket when I don't have cooking implements. And like a lot of times when I'm traveling, like this is what I'll get at a local supermarket if I'm staying somewhere for like a few weeks. It all fits in one bag. Let's start out with some cute things that I got for my niece and my nephew as part of their like Christmas gifts. So there are these really cute little like Japanese DIY candy kits, and they look like cute food, but it's really like Japanese gummy candy. So I got them a little sushi kit, which is so cute. And I think it's like gummy candy, but there's like gummy candy that looks like rice, and like gummy candy that looks like ikura, and gummy candy that looks like, that looks like tamago and stuff. And it's so cute. I got them this, and I got them a kit that looks like burgers, but it's also gummy candy, and you assemble it yourself, and it's just so cute. But I think that you're supposed to cook it or do something to it. Well, I'm gonna send it to my brother, and then maybe he and my sister-in-law can figure out what it says, because I don't really know what it says. It's in Japanese. One of the fruits that I love to eat anywhere that I see them, that I know that they're really sweet and like good and like from somewhere that's too far away, is a papaya. And the ones at Great Hall today are from Malaysia. So I picked up like a medium-sized one. Sometimes you can get them and they're like this big. I don't really know what to do with a pie that's big, although I can just like eat it in one sitting. But I think this is a little bit more of a reasonable serving size for one person. Like a million years ago when I was in college, I spent my spring breaks working at Mother Teresa Center in Kingston in Jamaica. And the man who helped us liaise with like create the program in Jamaica, he was friends with the Minister of Health in Jamaica. And I have very vague memories of this because I was in college and I don't have like a lot of clear memories from like before I was 26. But I remember meeting her because she came to meet our group, because we were a volunteer group from the States, and we were staying in Kingston for a week. And she came and she was, for some reason, I think we had like a bunch of fruit, and so we offered her papaya and she ate it, but she ate it with the seeds. And the seeds of the papaya are like small black seeds, and you can like crunch them up and chew them up. They're not like super hard. They're not like an avocado pit. Right? They're like, you can crunch them up. And she told me that those seeds are very good for your health and digestion. The digestion thing I can see because it's clearly like roughage. And she says they're especially good for women, and I haven't looked that up, so I might look that up later. I do remember a few years ago, I remembered that, and I blended a papaya into a smoothie with the seeds, and that was a very bad idea because the seeds have a very peppery taste. They don't taste bad, they just taste peppery, and in a fruit smoothie, you don't want like a bunch of peppery things. That's my fun fact of the day. In the checkout aisle, along with all the candy, I saw these and I saw I wanted to try them. These are mulberry hawthorn strips. I love this snack that we ate growing up as a kid. It's like a dried compressed fruit snack called Haw Flakes, and I think it's the same thing. So I think it's made of hawthorn. So I wanted to try these because these look like sort of like not the fruit roll-up version of it, but sort of like the dried, not even gummy, but just like a dried fruit version of it. So I picked it up at the checkout. It was an impulse buy. I always buy cut fruit when I'm traveling or if I'm staying in a hotel, just because like my diet is obviously, I try to stay high in lean protein, and I do find myself consuming more like artificial sweeteners and stuff than I like. And so even though I try to hit my macronutrients, I don't always feel like I'm fulfilling my micronutrients. And so I did pick up some fruit this time. So I got the papaya. I love pineapple. So I got pineapples. These pineapples are from the Philippines. I also got some blueberries, which is, I mean, in Asia, we also have Driscoll's blueberries, and these are the organic ones. I find that Driscoll's organic blueberries are so sweet. I also like the blueberries from Marks and Spencer here, especially the organic ones, because they're kind of like plump and very, very sweet. This is the outlier, the sort of the thing in my bag where I was like, oh, I really want it, so I'm just gonna get it, and like I'm so excited to eat it. But it's a little banana bread loaf. In Hong Kong, it is not really common for people's kitchens to have conventional ovens. So even when I lived in 2 normal apartments, I didn't have a conventional oven in those apartments. I only had like a steam oven, so I couldn't do any baking. I love baking. Like I used to make my own bread. I like used to bake cakes all the time. I like love baking loaves. I love making like meatloaf. I love using an oven, and for the past year and a half, it's been kind of hard not having an oven. So I haven't made any banana bread, but I know lots of people have been making banana bread in quarantine. So I got myself one. I paid for one. I also got some dragon fruit, which I really, really like. Usually I actually buy my papaya and dragon fruit. Usually they have like trays that have both in it, but this time they didn't, so I just bought it separately. My dragon fruit is from Vietnam. Because I've been working at home, I've been eating a lot of chicken, and like sometimes I want like a different kind of protein source or a different kind of meal besides like Greek yogurt and protein and chicken and vegetables or fish or whatever. So this is actually really hard to find in Hong Kong, but I really like American cottage cheese. I've tried cottage cheese from Australia and from Great Britain, but it's not my favorite. Like I prefer the American style, and I think it's the curds are a different size, and there's like a different level of tanginess. Like the American one is much more neutral and tastes actually much more like cream cheese with that sort of like, it's like a comforting flavor for me. Anyway, so I picked up some Organic Valley cottage cheese. This is not that easy to find in Hong Kong, so when I see it, I usually get it. Usually I buy the fat-free one, but today they didn't have any, and I think I'm like the only person in the world who craves cottage cheese, but I craved cottage cheese, so I got some. And I've been having these conversations with my trainer. She has a very like moderate and measured approach to altering my diet. I have been on a pretty like strict cutting diet for the past year because I've been trying to lose fat. I've been trying to like get a better like body composition. But my one thing that I always crave, like every weekend, I always crave something that is spicy and crunchy. And so I picked up some kimchi, which I hope will help with that. I'm about to run out of memory and I might have to switch to my phone. The last thing on my list, let's see if I can do this in 1 minute, is, I love this. I grew up eating this. This is grass jelly. It's like it's a dessert that's really popular all throughout Asia. It has like an herbally, slightly bitter, but also sweet taste. And it comes in drink form and also dessert form. So I picked up some of these just to snack on. And now I'm going to switch cameras because I'm running out of memory. So that's my grocery haul. Look, I've just put it all on my desk. I'm gonna like slowly work my way through all these snacks tonight. I might eat some kimchi and have like a pretty light sort of dinner of just like fruit, like fresh fruit and kimchi, and maybe I'll eat the cottage cheese or maybe I'll save it for tomorrow, but I'm definitely having banana bread. That is my day off vlog. So exciting, isn't it? Happy Vlogmas day 2. I really enjoy doing these because I get to record my last few days in Hong Kong, and it helps me think about, like, be really conscientious about everything I'm doing. Like, when I'm walking home from the gym now, I'm like, oh, like, I really want to remember this part of my walk because I do it every day, and I love these buildings, and I love the HSBC building, and I love, like, the Bank of China building, and I love these, like, specific intersections really early in the morning. I love the light in certain parts of Hong Kong, and it just helps to like remind me to stop and take like 10 seconds and just like try to capture that moment. And whether or not I ever watch these videos back, we'll see. I probably will, because I think I'll think a lot about these 2 years in Hong Kong for many, many years to come. And so I'm really glad I'm doing this. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And I will be back tomorrow with another Vlogmas video. I hope you're having a great day, week, month, wherever you are, and hope you're staying safe and healthy. I'll see you next time. Bye.